Chris is going to use the axe to pull because his hands are bruised. Okay, round 3. Changing direction. So what next?
Creepers are just so intertwined that we can't just like pull it through the tree. It's like getting stuck.
What are you thinking?
Maybe what I'll do is I'll keep that one tied to the string so there's no possibility of coming this way. Tie another string and pull it with the other string.
Chris is going to cut a branch from the other tree to start. This is what's preventing the tree from falling. It's being held up by all these creepers. Okay, round 4 of bringing this dead tree down. Yo. Chris went to assess it is moving gradually, so he's going to give it one more try. What? Okay, here it goes. Ooh. Yeah, crumble. It's as good as it could have gone. Well done, mister. Okay, so there's a wasp nest.
Well, I think it could be bees, but yeah, there's so many sounds. Yo, listen to that. It's like an engine start.
I think it might be big black bumblebees, but we can't see it. Sure, this has been dead for a while. Finally, we can get all of this mangled dead creeper down. Give our workshops much more sunlight. So Chris cut himself quite badly. Doing what?
Doing something super silly. I was sweeping, but my knife where I cut the cocos was just a line up against the wall, so note to self. I need to get my magnet, pop it on the wall, keep it off the ground. So we got this local trick from that local
herb. This herb over here, I'm not sure what it's called. So you first got to chew it.
Make it into like a little paste.
Gets quite jelly.
Like that. Look at that's already closed up. Sealed it was leaking blood.
Learning from the
You
locals.
just put on your sushi and then
with some tomato sauce. The cutters have arrived. Chris, how are you feeling?
I'm glad you did it.
So today's a big day. We need to bring these lightwood trees that have reached maturity down. This one is sick and it's becoming quite a hazard. We're told they're only going to cut towards the end of the week, but then 20 minutes ago we got told they're coming now. So we're just planning a strategy to leave because we do not want to be here.
We'd rather come and assess the damage at the end versus stressing when it happens, because you can't stop these trees.
They are so big. So they've been back a few times to assess the best direction. There's 3 trees to cut.
6 times. The problem is they're not 100% straight. 2 of them are leaning in a certain direction, so if they're all straight you can then pull them towards where you want, but this is not the case. So these 2 here will very likely go along the road because it's already leaning on the road, which means our wall is
At risk.
at risk. Let's not say will be damaged. And then this one over here needs to go down this way because it's leaning this way, and it's a V, so it's a huge tree. They won't be able to pull it this way, so that's going all the way down and very likely will damage our passion fruit little
Bamboo stand.
structure. And there's also so many things we've planted, but you know, you just have to do what you have to do.
So this is before. Morning. So it's still dark, and we strategically arrived home in the dark last night, so we haven't yet seen the aftermath. Tris and I both admitted that we kind of felt the absence of the trees in a strange way. Hey?
That's for sure. So it's very bright.
Oh, is the light on? So once the sun's up and we've done the morning practice, we will assess.
Let's review.
Let's go assess what's happened. Which durian? The aftermath. Sure, it looks so different. Open skies. So this is the lightwood tree. They can only really use it to make paper. And now we've got space and light to plant more fruit trees. Wow. Yo, look how big this is. These are big trunks. They'd reached their full maturity, and so they're becoming a hazard. The wall's up. No damage to the wall.
Built a strong wall. And I've often seen these things embedded into it, and I think what happens is where the tree starts to break, then they put these in so that it doesn't crack open, because I think the system that they put it in is like a rolling system.
Our mangosteen tree got a little bit damaged.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arms.
At least it's still standing.
It brings in some more light.
I can see here that it hit the wall. So you can see, actually one of them fell this side of the wall. If you look up here, Chris says,
I think it got stuck in the tree. You can see there's a massive branch there, and there's a saw cutting on the edge. They had to cut it, it didn't break, so someone had to climb while the tree was up.
I can't believe we missed all this action yesterday.
I'm sure just left the phone on time lapse.
So this is what's remaining. Sure. My gosh. Yo. Let's go assess what's damage done to my garden. Chris is like it's a bit of a war scene. We can now see the coconut trees. This durian tree got a little bit damaged. You can see a branch or two that's come down, but at least the tree's still standing. I see my papaya tree, my baby jackfruit tree, but luckily they weren't big, so I've got more to plant. Oh shit.
This is a V durian. It took the whole one side off. There it is.
Oh my gosh. But at least this one made it. I had planted this durian. I think we had planned to take this one down the line. So
because it didn't feel like it was much of it.
When I wanted to move this mango tree, our worker said, "Don't worry, it will be fine." And somehow, amongst all this debris, it survived. He was right. My garden beds need a lot of attention. My entire bamboo structure with my granadillas down. But
we've got a lot of wood right around the edges where we can put as raised bed boundaries.
I must say, I'm quite glad that we missed the action, because it's a lot more traumatic to see these trees coming down. So now we just got to deal with the aftermath and get planting. Things go quickly here. Next was this one down here. How's it looking? My soursop tree's still there. Thank goodness. That's good. Looks good. Okay, sure. Chris is so happy with our new broomstick bought on Halloween, our witch's broomstick. Hello, beautiful.
But it's awesome. We can just keep reusing this and this, and we just retry new ones.
We've been looking for this for so long. What's Santa got in his sack? Yes, see, it looks heavy. Some presents for the nursery. Some beautiful plant stands. Thank you. This is why we needed to bring those tall lightwood trees that were rotting down. Thank you, universe.
I reckon the thick one would have come down today.
Chris says he reckons the thick one would have come down in this condition. My God, you are. Look at those trees.
Yes.
here, look here. This is like the most wind we've ever seen here. There is so much humidity in the air that our floor is literally sopping wet. An ice rink, Chris says. The sun is out, but our banana tree is down.
An argument. I wanted to cut it down for some more sunshine.
Nature took care of it. What are you saying now?
It's terrible when nature says, whenever we have an argument, it just proves me right.
I think Chris actually sneakily cut it while the wind was up, while I wasn't looking. Hey, could that have happened?
Maybe you can give them our neighbors
Oh, banana flower. Is that papaya tree okay? Just a little bit mangled.
until it makes it stronger.
Let's see the banana flower. You can eat this. The locals will cook with this. No,
They can't cook this part. It's already a flower.
Ew.
They can eat this.
What banana was it?
I think susu.
Must.
Yeah.
Okay, not our favorite. So at least before this one fell down, it shot out a baby. But before this one gets too big and Chris moans about the shade again, we're going to transplant.
I think a good lesson for us to learn is...
Oh shit, look here.
Yeah. Trees are beautiful, but if next to a house and they're not strong, or a neighbor's property and it falls on, this is us spending a small amount on a roof. Imagine on the house or on another structure you've spent time and money on. So interesting things to ponder.
The Ghostbuster is in action again, cleaning our driveway after the heavy rains. Bersi. How's it going here?
Good. Driveway is officially slip-proof again.
Oh, thank you.
No slipping and slide. I'm just busy hanging up the washing.
Hey, ooh. Ooh, fuck. What is going on here?
Stuck between a plant and a hard place.
Wait, how far did you drive with this?
Not far. Found it now on the side after the storm.
Okay, let me help Chris. And you got some buckets on the back. You'll see, fully loaded. So, although for a while I've been so resistant to bring this young mangosteen tree down, even though we've got maybe 50 mangosteen trees on the land, Chris eventually convinced me. This beautiful sunshine is now shining directly onto this nursery extension space that we're now putting a roof cover on, which is exactly what these young fruit trees need in order to thrive. Christopher, look how much sun is coming through here. Look. So we never like cutting down trees. It's always quite a big deal for us. But when we get on a roll, we get on a roll. So Chris is busy taking down this dead or dying rambutan tree, because we're likely going to build a pond here anyway. And it always helps to open up the space so we can visualize clearly. How's it going, Mr. Woodcutter?
You realize how strong these trees are when you cut them yourself. I think we should cut all our dead trees that we're wanting to get that guy in for with a chainsaw. We do the dead ones by ourselves, and if we're feeling professional enough, then we can even do the other ones.
What, the teak?
The teak. But with a proper saw. I must
The
buy
big
then a
teak?
handsaw, yeah. Why
Chris
not?
taking up some new skills.
Just to help the sound pollution.
Yeah, we don't like the chainsaw sound, that's for sure. Pass.
Let's try. with our new little wood fired heater for our hot water. It's going to be perfect. Boom! No drying needed in the tropics.
And look at our ballet in the background. It's full of sun. We've never had this. We're turning the mangosteen tree into mulch for our durian tree.
Skipping the process of the mulcher, so doing leaf by leaf. Funny thing is, the arm that gets the most tired is this one, not this one.
So it literally has been raining all night, and we woke up to our big banana tree with our big rack of bananas that's come down. But we think it's perfect timing because it was just about ready to harvest, so it's done the job for us. Chris is going to harvest them. Hopefully they'll ripen well off the tree. Ew, big rack. Needing to cut them up to put them in an environment that will continue the ripening process. How many do you think there are? 80 bananas. So Chris is going to open up our banana bag. Oh, ripe as.
Sure, we should have opened this up 2 days ago. How we're going to eat 100 bananas in a day and a half when we've just gone shopping.
We're going to have to gift them.
Yeah.
We got a lot of bananas to eat. Chris is starting right now.
Super early, like 6:30 in the morning, but I have to taste it. Good banana.
Bukayu.
That could be the best bukayu I've had. I'm not joking.
Because they've been homegrown.
It's not normally my favorite, but this is very, very good. Subtle, normally quite potent. So where are we going?
Dressed up for our first violinist wedding.
Luckily it's our neighbour.
Flowers in the hair, violinista.